Perspective of culture, history, and a way of life, ethical codes, morality, nationality, identity, and all levels. Our African ancestors have influenced me in terms of what we're doing, in terms of our work presently. Like we said, you know, our organization that we work with, it's PerAnkh, which is the ancient Kemetic name in the Meduna chair of our education system that was attached to the temples, the Himna chair, I mean the Huitna chair and the PerAnkh. And so, you know, our national identity that we have, which is Smaitawi, it's the union of the two land, of the union of the north and south, and we're looking at it now of the union of the north, the south, the east, the west, and all directions in terms of Africans in the diaspora, Africans at home, and Africans wherever we are. So Smaitawi to us from our ancestors in terms of the governance system in Ma'at, the knowledge system of Chehuti, the practical system of Sesheta, and the craft system of Pita and Knum and all that. That's what we're into, that's what we live by. Wow. So our ancestors have influenced us in terms of our way of life. And what we're doing is resurrecting that as living examples. And we have our teachers like Baba Heru, who lives in New York, Baba Heru Ankra Simaj Sepita, who's the brother that makes our crafts.
And could you explain a little bit about the importance of that?
The Meta Nature is our ancestral language. Some individuals choose to refer to it as classical. That is the language that really opens up our ability to really link to our ancestral culture in contemporary times. It facilitates our ability to deal with our traditions, our customs. One of the missions and visions of PerAnkh Khamniversity is to really promote culture, healing, arts, and technology with spirituality for life inspiration, freedom, and education. We say Chats for Life as an acronym. And part of that is really facilitated by our ability to learn, become more proficient, and to really study the basic foundation of the grammar and the science within the Meta Nature as our ancestral language, and to bring it into it because it is a living language. It's not a language that's dead, and it allows us in this hemisphere and throughout the global community to be able to share that. That's why we can be in a village at Leimert Park in California and still feel the vibration of the Meta Nature.
What sort of legacy would you like to see our community leave behind?
We work with children. And part of our piece to the legacy is that we can really restore a living, proactive, productive, and evolutionary legacy for our children. We would like our great-great-grandchildren to be able to prosper and maintain a level of truth, justice, order, reciprocity, balance, divine harmony, propriety, sobriety, which is Ma'at right now. But we'd like it to be for generations upon generations upon generations, because who is currently governing our communities, our nations right now, that's how they plan. They plan for longevity. And our ancestors planned and prepared and built and implemented for longevity. So ideally, everything that we've shared in terms of the principles of Ma'at, as truth, justice, order, and harmony, the principles of Chehuti in terms of righteous order, wisdom, and intelligence, that is based on a foundation that is very, 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 very powerful, very ancient and ancestral. We'd like that respect, that liberty, and that truthful order to be maintained for the legacies that come forth from all the works that all of us do, because we're all one another's reflections.
The legacy we'd like to see is the continuation of what we've always done as a people, which is to bring Ma'at to humanity, to bring a just way of life in harmony with nature, in harmony with the what we call Inter, the divine, divinity, God, Allah, the creator, whatever term we want to use. That's the legacy we want to leave the place for our children better than we've met it, and to make transformation by being examples and being the living example.
www.PerAnkhu.org, as well as you can visit PerAnkhu on YouTube, Facebook, etc. but also the organization that facilitated us being here this weekend for this time has been the All African People's Revolutionary Party and the All African Women's Revolutionary Unions. And we have to give thanks and praise to Queen Mother Msuri for being an consistent revolutionary in all aspects, because that has made it possible for us to be here, to be able to share. And the Shades of Africa hosted us for an activity where we spoke on the experiences we've had in Kemet. And then this evening we're going to be doing a piece that's specific to what our experiences were in Kemet, as well as how it's affecting this situation now that's affecting America and Libya.
For those who don't know,
This is the International Year for People of African Descent. It was declared by the United Nations since December 2009. And 2011 is the year for us to really step forward and use this type of information. So in addition to bringing out this legacy building work and our ancestral consciousness, this is a time where we can do that and we can make it real right now.